Aromie here, and welcome back to Degraman. We're back at it again. Please, what am I doing wrong here to not get Cassel? Alright, name's not Eves. Chico. Alright, so maybe if I follow... Okay, I was about to say, what the fuck? Maybe if I follow the guide of Vincent's a little bit, but like choose more of the castle, maybe it'll lead me to him. So I'm gonna pull this up here. We're gonna follow it. We're gonna look up. They look like they want to help me. I accept the offered water and drink greedily as my mind begins to clear some. How are you feeling? Alright. Continue to trust them, right? Yep. We are gonna turn to Cassel. Stay looking at the man. Try. Ask Ayn to explain what's going on. Okay. I walk over to Ayn's desk and place my hands on it. Tell me how it all works. I've never been as excited as I am right now. I'm afraid my explanation will not help you in the least. Just start talking and I'll decide if it's helpful or not. I would warn you that this will be difficult to comprehend. You should sit down. I will gladly take a seat on a very uncomfortable, extremely designer chair. That's when an unpleasant rumbling sensation in my throat reminds me that I missed lunch today and that I am now apparently skipping dinner. Focus, Michiko! I turn my attention to Ayn. He stands up, leans against the desk, and crosses his legs. We are to discuss some extremely important and complicated matters. Thus, I ask that you lend me your full attention. Well, it's about time. Someone is finally going to explain what happened to me. Excited to finally be getting somewhere. I begin to fidget slightly as I focus my attention on Ayn. Now sit back, close your eyes, and try to imagine the things I'm about to tell you. It won't be easy, but try to relax yourself. Let your subconsciousness speak to you. That was quite the introduction. I'm sure this explanation is going to be fairly complicated, but hopefully it's at least interesting. Ayn's voice is calm and soothing as he speaks in monotone, which has me unintentionally yawning. But deciding not to interrupt him, I swap into student mode, which is basically me pretending to listen to him as his words fall down deaf ears. That is when we realize that this chaos must be stopped. Living creatures are dying, landmasses are disappearing, all of it's completely out of control. Student mode once again kicks in and I shamefully drop my eyes to the floor. I honestly have no idea what he's talking about and it's making me feel guilty. Noticing my discomfort, Ayn softened his voice. I simply ask that you pay attention. The information that I am now sharing with you is known to but a few. Please try to understand the importance of being a part of an immense secret. See, at this point, seeing this man so much is kind of turning cute to me. Aaron's words begin to increase intensity, and yet I've learned nothing of value from his desertion, whatever. Try making sense of Aaron's words. These people are trying to help me, and this is how I act. I need to force myself through this for my own sake. Remember my temples, I stare at Ayn. I don't know if it's understanding or intelligence that he sees in my eyes, but Ayn stops mid-sentence. The man is clearly skilled at making me feel ashamed with but a single look. He picks the blueprints up off the floor, which he had previously dropped in the heat of his dissertation, I don't know. Then it shows them to me. They're very nice design and there are several notes and comments scribbled on them. The writing is sweeping and energetic but overlaps the drawing in several places, and so despite the neatness of the handwriting itself, it's almost impossible to understand what was actually being written on them. Slightly discouraged at my lack of reaction, I begins pointing out specific items. Here, look, I know I explained it already, but you need to examine this carefully. Right here is a material particle, and over here is a new field that corresponds to it. Fields and particles, fundamentally different objects according to the rudimentaries of physics, are thus replaced by unified physical objects. These are quantum fields in four-dimensional time and space, one for each of particle. My brain officially shuts down on the mere mention of quantum physics. Truth be told, the best sleep I've ever had was during physics class. I recognize a few of the words on their own. But as soon as they're strung together, they lose all meaning to me. I just can't seem to combine them into any form of coherent thought, let alone a sentence. I still don't understand anything. Feeling unbearable shame, my voice drops to barely a whisper. Do you want me to re-explain everything? At just that moment, I glimpsed something almost fanatical in his eyes. He looks really cute here, right guys? Or am I just, at this point, just done? with everything. I have a sneaking suspicion that despite his dejection over my cluelessness, Aina is more than willing to explain everything over again. Realizing that I'm facing another lecture that would probably confuse me even more, I speak up. Aina, I'm so sorry, but I just don't understand anything you've been telling me. He sighs. I admit I may have gotten a little carried away. Hopefully the others can explain things more clearly. I sigh, wishing I hadn't asked for this lecture. Aina leaves the study and opens the door for me before ushering me into another room across the hall. Have a good evening. At least as good as one as possible. Peeking through the door, I grow so confused that they have to nearly drag me through it. Okay. Alright. Do I have to read everything over again for the 4th time? I'm instantly blasted with music the moment he entered the room. Oh, thank God I don't. Keep the drawing, apparently. Despite my embarrassment over the depiction, I have to admit it's really good and it's me. Deciding to keep it, I tucked the paper away in my jacket pocket. I now find myself sitting quietly on a mattress on the floor, feeling absolutely stunned by the present situation. And it seems the guys are starting to gather around me again. To be honest, I didn't understand a single thing he told me. Listening to one of Aina's explanations can make you forget who you are. Seriously, I can't argue you with you there, Agnar. Am I finally going to get an explanation here? I began ordering my thoughts. All right, we politely decline. Even though Victor seems friendly and understanding, I don't usually go around hugging strangers, especially if said stranger is an attractive man with X-ray vision. Hugs! With an inarticulate cry, Ryu runs towards us with a mouthful of cookies and lunges at Victor to hug him. He is then joined by Ragnar, who thanks to his long arms, is able to embrace both of them at once. Their friendship is adorable. Morons. Extricating himself from the mass of bodies, Victor hastily leaves the room. But now what do? The only person who actually explained anything to me is gone. Guys, since I'm a quantity 2, then why don't I have any abilities? Alright. Okay, we're getting close. Okay, I'm staying because I'm in danger. Which I've chosen this before. Calmly is up the 90 from Mark. Mark, you damn handsome man. Alright, so this, I believe this is the part where I fuck up tremendously. Because I feel like this, the whole perceptive of these characters is what leads me to the correct path, right? I'm trying to get Cassel. I just want to go straight to Cassel. Because we have guides for Vincent. Thousands of them, alright? All of his endings. But I'm trying to get the Cassel. Mysterious Panty Thief, which you've chosen before. It's friendly. Isn't this the same thing I've been picking? Timid. Aina's peculiar. Victor helpfully explain things. Let's choose something different for... I feel like we're gonna end up in Vincent's route just because I'm choosing nearly everything identical to this game, this route thingy here. But I'm gonna mix it up and choose the opposite choice I picked. Hides a nasty temper. Vincent is quiet for the most part, where he rages the moment he opens his mouth. Heck, he doesn't even need to say a word for me to get to know he has a bad temper. He wears it plastered all over that overly emotional face of his. And finally, there's Cassel, the very first quantity I laid my eyes on after waking up back in the park. He is a dumb jock. Let's choose this. Let's see what happens. Only a person with zero mental acuity works so hard to be that buff. It's obvious he doesn't talk to others. Doesn't talk so the others won't realize he's got the IQ of a step stool. As I unpack my things, I slowly scroll through the events of this never-ending day. Alright, we don't disturb him. The message is pretty funny, but I don't want to wake him up, so I leave him be. Good morning, Starlight. Come have breakfast with us. He seems so earnest and sincere that I can't help but respond with a smile of my own. Do you ever not think about food? Alright, catching Ryu's sad gaze makes me feel so embarrassed that I bury my nose in my smoothie instead. All of the attention I'm getting from these guys is really starting to confuse me. Loner around again! What is going on here? What is going on here? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. What am I choosing wrong? Where's the list? Where's the list? Okay, let's do this again. Yes. Okay. Let's continue to choose the same thing here. Flashy, yeah. Timid. Peculiar. His ability is terrifying. Let's just choose something different here. Has huge eyebrows. Composed. Don't disturb him. Don't look at me, please. Whenever Victor looks at me with those unnatural, frightening red eyes, that penetrating gaze, I can't help but remember how he saw me naked. Where are Ragnar and Mark? Kind loners rat again. Alright. I feel like this is gonna... I don't understand Victor at all. Aloof. Alright, what if I choose everything that they said? Cassel's route! What the fuck? How? Literally how? I literally followed this guide that's supposed to take me to Vincent's route. This is Cassel's route. I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. We're finally in Castle's route. I'm not gonna question it. We are gonna save the damn game. I'm not gonna question it. From here on out, there's no guide, because I couldn't find any guide with Castle's route. But we got him. We got him, boys and girls and everybody. But okay, we're here. We're here. Breathing hard, just not to cry. I slowly turned the door. I was in pain. It hurts like hell, but I didn't want to lose my dignity. Those damn hypocrites won't see a tear. It was too cruel to realize that nothing had really changed in my life. I was still lonely. No one needed me. I was confused on where the situation was, but I think it's because my girl finally realized she's being used. Correct? Stop. A large warm hand rests gently on mine as it grips the doorknob. Cass? Nice. Nice. We get Castle's route. Nice. I don't know what ending we're gonna get, but whatever. Even if he's being nice to me, I don't want to see anybody right now. I try to shove him away, but he seems completely unfazed. Yanking the door with all my strength, I managed to open it, but Cass's hands is still firmly on the handle, and so together we opened the door. Ooh, pretty! I breathe a sigh of relief. I'm out. But I'm somewhere not quite right. It's scorching hot and having... What? It's scorching hot? It looks like the sunset, so shouldn't the weather be cooled down a little? And we're near the water. Scorching hot and having come out of a small hut that looks like it's made of leaves, we find ourselves on a deserted beach. Glancing at Cass, I meekly ask, "Can I go home now, please? Will you listen to me first?" Agree. Yeah, sure. I think I've heard enough but fine talk. All I want is to be left alone with my feelings run wild, but I can't do that with Cass's overly cool eyes on me. Oh, look how handsome he is. Imagine Cassel is the one that actually steals my heart after me thinking this whole time Vincent's route will capture me completely. That'd be wild. Happily, he sits down on the sand and stretches out its legs. He does this so smoothly that I end up sitting down next to him and waiting for him to speak. Cassel is silent, but I'm getting hotter and hotter. It's not long before I can no longer stand it, so I rip off my jacket and shoes. He's still wearing his t-shirt though, and it doesn't seem the slightest bit uncomfortable. Is he even human? No, we're all Kwanzis! No, he's a Kwanzi. Correcting myself, I giggle involuntarily, which instantly makes me feel a little better. Settling myself more comfortably on the sand, I turn my expectant gaze away from Cass, and towards wherever he seems to be looking. Towards a wonderful yet disturbingly beautiful sunset. How am I only just now noticing? How am I only just noticing how incredibly beautiful it is here? I don't like this music. It's not matching the vibes. Having grown fascinated by the surrounding nature, I don't even notice myself gradually calming down. Perhaps Cass's incredible composure is enough for the both of us. Please don't do that again. Do what? Don't open the doors without a clear idea of where you want to go. Or I'll end up on a beach? You're only here because I opened the door with you and had enough time to visualize one of the places I know. Not sure what he's talking about, I shake my head and he sighs. It doesn't seem like he's enjoying explaining things. It's like being on a train. You take a train into city A, but don't stop in city B or C, or anywhere, and you're constantly going from city A to, well, think of it on a scale of a door to infinity. Too allegorical. So when I open a door, I have to have a clear image in mind of what's going to be behind it. Exactly. You need to imagine a stop, and it should be there. This explanation is anything but great. And this stop, what kind of place is this? One of the training fields Ein created. Training fields? This doesn't seem like a good place to train. I swim here. And you're constantly going from city A. How does that even feel? Like dying. Oh. You have such a wonderful reverent attitude when it comes to the safety of new Kwanzis. It's amazing the Altas are even a threat, especially against the cool. in Ein's lectures. Remembering the reason I had left the party room in such a hurry, I wrapped my arms around myself. Is everything okay? Yeah, sure. They treated me like some overly trusting idiot. That doesn't make you one. Maybe not. I hadn't considered that. I think this might be the first time I've ever encountered someone whose mindset is so different from my own. So, what did you want to tell me? Not here. Okay, well, we're gonna save it for the next episode. I am just happy as fuck. We are in Cassel's route, despite me choosing everything the guide said that would lead me to Vincent's route. So, I guess we're gonna have to try to do that again and hope we trigger Vincent's route somehow the next playthrough after this one. But I am so happy to finally be away from the loner route that we accidentally got twice. But I didn't commit to it this time because I am very ready to just be in one of these boys' routes. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I will see you guys in the next one.